What's going on, for gamers? I am back, and today I'm going to be talking about and reviewing Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So, just to get the elephant out of the room, obviously, this movie was made after the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman, which had a huge impact on this movie, and honestly, just like the MCU as a whole. Obviously, they were setting him up to be one of the new faces of the MCU along with Spider-Man and all that, but sadly, that happened. But we still got Black Panther 2. So, yeah, this movie was made in memory of him, obviously, but, I mean, his impact is still felt throughout the movie, though. Like, the whole movie's kind of like, I don't want to say like a funeral for him, but like, it's like a memorial for his, like, legacy and all that, and everybody in this movie brings their A game. Like, I don't feel like a single person in this movie slacked or anything. Like, obviously some highlights being like the Queen getting like nominated for an Oscar for her role, which is insane for an MCU movie. But I mean, well earned. She was insane in that movie. Props to her. M'Baku was good. Shuri made a fitting like replacement Black Panther. Namor, all those people, amazing. Ironheart, that's when you kind of get iffy. Like, so obviously all the returning cast from the first movie. So like Killmonger shows up. Spoiler alert, but the movie's been out forever, so who cares? Everett Ross comes back. Claw, I'm pretty sure, comes back for a little bit there. Wait. No, he died in the first one. I'm going crazy. But either way, all the returning cast from the first movie come back, which is super cool. And then the major new people, Namor and his like whole group, and then Ironheart. So obviously Namor and all that stuff. Huge fan. I thought it was really well done. Ironheart, But we'll talk about the positives first. So obviously, as I said, the whole ensemble brings their A game. The directing is very good. The cinematography might be one of the best in the whole MCU, if not the best, honestly. Ryan Coogler is a very talented director, and it shows. Yeah, but my major complaint with the movie, though, is that it has a great ensemble cast, but obviously against the film, not really their fault, but the lack of a titular, like, leading person. Like, obviously Shuri is the protagonist of this movie, but she doesn't accompany, like, the same presence that Chadwick Boseman had as Black Panther. Like, because the thing about the first movie, it was very good because it had a titular character that the ensemble, like, orbited around, but I feel like Shuri didn't quite have the same presence. I feel like she has potential to in, like, future movies and all that, but I feel like she didn't really get the same opportunities to do that because they're focused on introducing the new stuff along with paying tribute to Chadwick Boseman. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Black Panther movies, like both of them, are like the most like unrelated to the MCU, honestly. Like, and that might be confusing because like Wakanda's like a huge part of the MCU. I feel like you could watch these two Black Panther movies without knowing anything else about Marvel and still enjoy them. Like, I feel like these two movies are pretty much standalone. And I feel like Wakanda feels very distant from the MCU at the moment because, I mean, this movie came out, what, 2022? And they're just now showing up again in Doomsday. So I feel like this, like, world set up in Wakanda could easily be explored more through movies and all that stuff, but they haven't really taken advantage of that. Obviously, outside forces, they couldn't control that, but I feel like we should have had, like, more of Namor, more of that world, because it's very cool. Like, I like the concept of that, but them showing up in Doomsday as, like, major parts feels a little unearned, honestly, because it's like, we just met Namor, like, in one movie, and now he's gonna be one of the leads of Doomsday. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to see more of them, but I wish we had, like, a good sample of all these characters and their dynamics, but that's just an MCU as a whole problem, not really just against Black Panther, but the action's really good. I gotta give it that, it's really well done. The story, it's fairly generic. I mean, it's like, oh, we need to protect Ironheart from Namor, blah, 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 but yeah, it's... I feel like it hasn't really had an impact on the MCU, because obviously Ironheart TV show came out, like the only MCU thing that I haven't watched, because frankly, who cares? She's not showing up ever again. And they try to make you care for it, doesn't really land for me, but yeah, I mean, that is like a key point of the story, so I'm gonna have to count that against it. But all things around, I'm going to rank this on my tier list as a B tier. And I know, before you start hate commenting, I know that's a hot take, but I'm not ranking these on the best movies, because this would probably be up there with Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Thunderbolts. I am ranking these off of entertainment alone. And did I not just say this movie was like super well done? Yes. But in the same way that Forrest Gump is a good movie, or Shawshank Redemption, those might be the best movies I've ever seen. But they're not my favorite movies. I rank them off entertainment, like connecting this to the MCU, all that stuff. So I can't just give it an S rank because it's a good movie. Just rank it off of sheer goodness. Like, I have to rank it off entertainment, like the action, all that stuff. But yeah, I know it's a hot take. You guys can get mad if you want, but personally, I think B tier. Because frankly, like, looking at the movies in B tier, how am I ranking this the same level as Brave New World and Quantumania? Honestly, those movies just had more jokes, and I'm a joke guy. Like, don't get me wrong, serious movies, they have a place and they are very important. But I want to watch the MCU to be entertained, laugh, and have some good action. And Wakanda Forever does provide some of that, just not to the same level, because it is, at the end of the day, a tribute. And it's a very good tribute, but I feel like it makes a very good movie. It's just not as overtly entertaining as the other movies that I've ranked above it. Now, to be fair, it is better than the Marvels and I Am Groot, so I'll give it that. And for ranking Ironheart, you thought I was gonna rank that?